Hey Buzzers, we have another exciting after show for you here with Hit the Floor Season 4 Episode 3 Bad Blood. And of course, bringing it to us is going to be our special guests James LaRosa and Jonathan McDaniel. All coming up right now.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey yo, look like I'm going for a swim. Dunk on him now, swinging
Another
up the
big
rim.
episode here. And of course, we have two special guests here for you tonight. So we're super excited. But first things first, you guys know the deal. This end of the table belongs to you. So join us in the chat room using hashtag ABTVHTF. You can do that on YouTube. But in the meantime, get to know us. I'm your host, Alikona Bradford. I am joined by Mr. DeShaude Barner.
Hi.
And this stranger over here, Mr. James LaRosa. Oh, Princess Wave. Yes,
I feel very
Princess
special
Wave.
here today. Thank you.
Yes. And Felicia Michelle. Hello. And on the guitar. What? That's what you do to me. That's Jonathan McDaniel.
What's up?
Hey. I think I'm just like so flabbergasted, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We got an order we have to go in here these days, so I'm gonna follow that. But in the meantime, hello to all of you guys who are watching live, and if not, no big deal. You can still leave comments below because we like those too.
Mm-hmm.
But I always like to start the show. We're doing something new now, so it's called hashtag Who I Love to Hate. So from this specific episode, you guys have to pick, but I'll start with you on the end. Who's your Who I Love to Hate?
Eve. Eve is like evil, but I love her to hate her. She's so pretty, but she's so mean and evil and conniving. It's so gorgeous.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah.
But her eyes, it's her eyes.
Yeah.
How much like Olivia is she? Like super creepy cat. Like when she walked in, I was like, ooh, if I just give her a little like Olivia hair, I'm gonna work this out.
Hashtag Olivia hair.
Right, hashtag Olivia hair.
She came in. You said she came in.
Oh no, I'm saying she came in and she had this like the
that
outfit
presence.
and she had like the little body. So I don't know. I just don't dress in women's clothes, so I never know. But is it like a jumpsuit or it's bodysuit? Or something?
A one piece?
Yeah, it was like she just came in so sort of flawless and so much like her mother, I guess you can say. It was super creepy and great.
And as a writer, who do you love to hate?
Who's gonna beat Eve at this point? Who do I this particular? Well, actually, the season is long. It doesn't feel like it with the number of episodes, but the story, there's a lot happening. So I don't think it's gonna be just Eve all season.
Ooh. Is this some foreshadowing?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
She's
Can't wait.
a lot of
But is
people.
there-
A lot of people are.
We got
petty.
time to hate. We got time to hate.
But you get to write, so obviously you love everybody because they're all your
I don't-
babies.
yeah.
But is there anyone in particular that like, oh yeah,
that I love to hate.
Love to hate as you're writing it. You're like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Just off this up, it's just to be so big. Eve is. It's
Okay.
hard. When she picks up a phone call and she's like, I want to throw gas on a fire. It just brings out the gay in me, And it's already pretty out there, but she's kind of the kind of person you want to go as for Halloween.
I could do that. Who do you love to hate?
Of course it's Eve, but first runner-up does go to Jamie. She gets under my skin. Like she's so petty and just trying to poke everyone and push those buttons, but London came back real good in this episode. Well done.
So I'm gonna, and by the way, you guys who are in the live chat, be sure to use your hashtag Who I Love to Hate so we can see who you love to hate this episode. But for me, I'm just gonna pick someone different just for the sake, because I knew you guys
Trying to be different.
were gonna
You just
say
trying to be
Eve, and I
different.
didn't want to be a whole table of like Eve. So I decided to pick Court, and the reason is because I get that he's naive, but I'm like, you're not that naive. So I'm like, I love to hate him just because I'm like, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you
What
doing?
is he doing that's wrong?
Because
He's getting some cash.
He's getting some
getting
cash
3
and
ladies at
ass.
once. I'm kind of going, I don't know.
Yeah, but okay. Well, okay, this is just, I guess, the obsessive in me. But if I have a dream job that I've always wanted, like, cool, I'm glad I have all this money, but I'd be like, oh my God, I have to be amazing. And he's so busy focusing on other things that he's.
But that's the life, isn't it? If you go in there and you want like Derek Roman life, but you don't have the cash for it,
Yeah.
I mean, these girls are hot, and the money's
good.
And the money's good. So I mean, it's obviously he's learned a little bit of a lesson this episode.
Right.
So maybe don't hate him anymore.
But isn't it okay? Does anybody? And we're gonna get to your who I love to hate. But isn't it just a little creepy though that he knows all these details about Roman? Just a little bit.
Have you ever talked to anyone in Devil's Nation? They know everything about everyone on the show. Everyone is Pax.
Okay.
Out in the internet.
Okay. What about you, Jonathan?
Well, I guess I should say something different too. You know what? I will say this. And this is kind of like a German thing to say, but I love to hate Derek Roman. And the only reason why I say that is because he's so like awesome at being this hero guy, right? It's like you like so part of me just wants to be like, would something happen to this guy where he's not always on top, but he always finds his way to triumph, and he's so good at being that guy, being that leader that just comes in and just, you know, he always gets, you know, the girl in the inn and takes her, and you know, it's just so I don't know. I would have to say Derek.
That's a good one.
But so wait. This episode, he got, after having his house burned down.
Good point.
And his wife, you know, taking care of some things behind his back.
True,
and then
true.
someone brings it up to him on the court.
Jude.
Then he rips up Pax, and then he pisses off Jude. I mean, he didn't seem on top of the world today.
That's true.
It's such a German thing to say.
That's true.
Just so salty.
That's true.
Except that Ahsha did not go with you.
Ooh. Burn.
That's right. That's right, baby. Cry, cry.
It still hurts.
There are people that are still hurt, though. I know I was hurt. And I was like, no, you want to cheer on like the lovely young couple making it. But I kind of knew that wasn't going to sleep forever.
But you know what, though? I didn't. How's that? Here's a little scoop, which we haven't really talked about, because we don't get a chance, you and I, to really kind of be in interviews and this sort of thing.
Right,
So it's just
right,
great that we were able to do it.
Sure.
I love German and Ahsha. And actually, when I created the show, German and Ahsha was a very similar relationship to one that I was in. In fact, Jonathan is named after my ex-husband, German. And so I was really about like the gym teacher who is such an underdog in this world. So I was really like German Ahsha, like I'm totally here for this. And then Derek and Ahsha happened. I was like, oh, there's some chemistry there, shit. And so it just, and then the story takes you where it takes you. And actually, German would not be the character that I love so much if his storyline had gone the way that I thought it would in the beginning.
Right.
Because German is so, I mean, season 4 you guys haven't even seen. He's so interesting.
Yeah.
And if he just got the girl, I don't know if you'd have that.
Yeah.
True.
You'll see.
Wait, really quick though, when you said the chemistry is so good, do you mean like you had a direction, you wrote the pilot, and then after that you saw the two actors together and their chemistry changed it?
You know, when you're putting someone between two people, that there has to be people that are going to root for either side. So I knew that there was obviously going to be chemistry between the two characters. So automatically, as I was writing it, I was like, ooh, like German has some competition here, just the way the story's going. But then McKinley came along. I mean, McKinley can kind of have chemistry with a doorknob. Like, he's so, it's just ridiculous. He'll be like, well, hello, doorknob. He'll take off his shirt, you'll see the abs, and then just like
Give that eyebrow raise.
then people will ship them, and it'll be like, yeah, well, I was going to say, how do you ship Derek and Doorknob? But I guess it would just still be like, Doorknob, Doman. I don't know.
Doman.
But anyway, I'll stop.
I hope McKinley watches this.
That was great.
Okay, wow. Well, that hashtag took a little while. And I have one more before we get into like deep topics. But my next one is hashtag clap back. So even if it's just like a one-liner, who do you think gave the best clap back this episode?
I think it wasn't necessarily a clap back, but it was kind of like a good, I don't know, it just hit me. I think we should start like a quote of the episode.
Yeah.
But when you said, the truth gets me off and I'm limp, I died. I was
hilarious.
like, I'm going to use that in every comeback. I'm like, nope, I'm limp.
And say that in front of your entire crew over and over again. Oh, James is limp again. This is great. Definitely, it's nice to write your own lines, and I think it might be fun because people pretty much. Eve is so snaky that she pretty much is having her way kind of under the radar.
Yeah.
So to have a character who she's can be very blatant with and be very like, I want to crush these motherfuckers. Having someone sit there opposite her and just be like, slow your roll, chick. Like,
Right.
so it was fun to say.
That's
I like your
why
answer.
That was a great line.
it.
What about you? What's your favorite?
I think my favorite clapback, I can't remember it verbatim, was when German kicked Shorty out the car. He was like, yeah. He's like, oh, wait a minute. Are you giving me the speech? He's like, I mean...
Oh, it's a Mercedes. You're still taking the car?
Like, oh, nah. I'm still taking the car. Like, you have to get out. I was cracking up because what you said earlier, I was like, hold on. German? Like, as he was talking, and I was like, really? Okay. I can see it. Well, I mean, I guess I saw it. But I couldn't afford seeing that, no.
Just to go back to if German storyline had evolved the way that it could have, that never would have happened. And when we geared up for season 4, that was not something at all that I thought was going to happen. And just as it was sort of kind of, what I love about German this season is he doesn't have this like albatross on him of like, gosh, and like it's now I'm in prison. Like it's lighter for him, and so it brings out a different part of German. And like, who's gonna? I can say the F word, right?
Sure, it's the
So
internet.
I do this every year. It's the internet. But like, who's gonna really like fuck with Lionel? Because she's
Right.
gonna squash you. And for some reason, German just has this ability to just zero in, and she's like, it gets under her skin in a way that like characters don't. And I love it. And the more we were playing with it, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And then because you guys don't have storyline together, that's like, let's break it down. That is her ex-husband's daughter's ex-boyfriend. That's
yeah.
something.
That's
That's something.
yeah.
And the that when you guys, you're so funny together. Like you're so good together. Like when one of the takes that we didn't include in the cut is as Jodie's walking away, she's hobbling away on like one shoe. She takes her shoe off and she turns around and she chucks it at the car and it bounces off and she's like walking off on the one foot. It's in the gag reel, which will be coming. There will be a gag reel we'll have at the end of the season, but and that's in it. But it was so hilarious to film.
It was hilarious shooting that scene.
Let's say, tell us a little bit about that. Like, first of all, what was your reaction when you read the script and you're like,
Oh my gosh, I think me and Jodie both were just ecstatic. We were just so excited to finally get scenes together, and now it's gonna be these type of scenes.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I mean, just to get the back and forth banter at the poker game was already awesome because like we just love having fun together. But then when we saw that, we were like, oh yeah. It's time. Let's do it. We just knew that we were gonna jump in and have so much fun. But she's awesome. I mean, come on.
But because, obviously I've met her, met you guys are great.
Right.
And at the same time, everyone on the cast is such good friends. So when that does come about, was it still a little bit like weird, or you're like, okay, this is cool, like let's just make out?
Well, Jodie is such a professional. I mean, like you have to respect that she's just been doing it for so long. So, I mean, I was just more along the lines I hope that I do it justice. Like I hope that I could really do something here. And it was fun though because we teased each other. We had a good time, and she's so easy to work with. We just went in for it, and one thing about Jodie is like she's like a team player. Like whatever it is to make the scene work. To have fun with it, to bring it out. She's all for it. So it was awesome.
Nice. So what was your favorite clapback moment?
My favorite clapback moment, besides London giving Jamie that back line, that was dope.
mine.
That was dope. But I said beside that one, because I know that one was one of mine. But I really like, back to Derek, I like the way he gave it to Jude in the locker room. It's like one of those things. Once again, it's like Derek knows he just has this, like, he's like, yo, you gonna trade me? You not gonna trade me? Like it's my spot,
right?
So he always has great, clapbacks.
Yeah.
Drown bitch.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorites as well. I mean, everyone loves that line.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. Do you have the chat pulled up?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What are people saying in the chat?
What are they saying?
Okay, so they have come up with their own hashtags. My personal favorite is Gigolo. I'm talking about Pax because his last name is Low, and hashtag homeless Jamie. I mean,
Ruthless. The internet.
basically everyone agrees that Eve is their the one they love to hate, and everyone's just as shocked about German and Lionel together. They're like shock faces. German is really on another level this season. Thanks, James and Jonathan.
James likes to call it German 2.0, which I love.
Yeah.
When he first approached me about the season, he's like, "Listen, listen. Now I know you think you know where German left off, but this is German 2.0. So come with it. Be ready."
Yeah.
So it was exciting. It was good.
Yeah. I feel like he's definitely more sassy, and it almost feels like he's comfortable in his own skin.
Yeah. I felt that same way. I mean, the writing is always great, and to be able to get this turn of direction in the character's arc was like perfect timing, because like James said, he has been through so much, and there's just been so much darkness and this big cloud, and then now to see that that's been lifted off of him, it's kind of like, well, like what's next for him? Like, where could he go? What direction could he end up in? And I think this is that moment for German to kind of like show himself, really show, really become back comfortable with who he is, and be that same guy, I think, that has the charisma and charm that got Ahsha, initially back in the day. So it's time for that to shine.
Well, and also I'd say that God bless you, and having to be the third kind of wheel of the DeShaude experience, you're never gonna win. You know what I mean? Like the people who are like DeShaude till they die wanted German to die. Like they're like, when is it?
So true.
I mean, and they're still salty about it, because they're like, I see Eve's here, so now she can just come back and do the work that her mother should be able to do and stand by a balcony German. Like, so people, it's a hard thing to kind of, but to be able to have this season, I just feel like is great for German and great for Jonathan, and it's great for the audience.
I like that. Yeah, German definitely got a different type of swag. Like, he was like nice guy, and I was like swaggy. Like,
It definitely shows.
I have sex with girls in their car and kick them out, and then take the
car.
Like,
Right.
whoa.
Not only did I get a new job, I got a new Mercedes. Right? I mean, come on.
Come through swag.
Right.
But so does maybe that come back to bite German, that he did that to her?
Wait,
was anybody
to
else
her?
thinking that? Well,
He wanted fair
She
and
got
square.
For her.
Oh, you mean the car?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, wait, he dismissed
When
her
German
because
did that
that's
for
not.
her.
I was like, she got in the car? She got it herself? Oh,
That's
you mean
not,
the car?
Like, that's not what Lionel does. That's not like, you don't play her. She plays you. Like, she's such a power player. Like, you think she's gonna feel away because he kind of was like, all right.
Yeah, but you know what? What I like about Lionel is that she's no bullshit. And the fact is, she made that bet. She lost the bet. She got some
True.
D. She moved on. Like, so,
That's so Lionel.
we'll see if and how that evolves. But in a moment, to be able to kind of, Jodie is so funny, and Jonathan is so funny. So to be able to, I mean, that scene we're just laughing the entire time we're filming it.
Judging from that limp, she got that good D. I'm just saying.
I'm done.
It wasn't that hard for her to give up that car. I'm just saying.
I'm
You
done.
know what I'm saying?
She's like, here's the insurance, here's the registration.
Hey, reserved parking
Here's the
spot at the Devil's Arena. I mean, come
ISN
on.
security badge.
Exactly.
Wow.
Next topic.
Yeah. Good call. Let's talk about Jamie a little bit. Shoot some of who you love to hate, right? Oh, let's see. Let's just looking a little salty. Why don't you expand upon that just a little bit?
No, it's the same thing I said before. It's just she's doing the most when she really doesn't have to. Like, you're on the team, just calm down. Just slowly work your way up. You don't have to stab everybody in the back on your way up. Like, she's going after everyone and just trying to climb her way up. But kudos to creating such a person that we can hate.
But okay, yeah. But how cute was she in this episode? Not only is she smart enough to see what no one else at the poker table see, when she starts talking about like who should I set him up with, whatever, she sees how Jude's looking. She's kind of testing it out, whatever. And then to set him up with that crazy closet case, who's like, "How are you with meeting in back rooms?" And he's like, "Dark." I'm like, what the fuck?
Right?
I've seen your
Side
penis
disclosure.
on IMAX. Yeah. So she got her new buddy. Her boy. Like, I mean, really, at this point, Jude and Noah they have great chemistry and it's
Right.
very physical, but Jamie was one that helped take them to the next level.
Right.
Touche. I didn't see that next level coming, so.
Well, I caught the beginning of the episode how they were laying in bed and they were doing their thing, and afterwards Noah said something about making love, and Jude was like, skirt, like let's put the brakes on that. That was not love, okay? And I was like, okay. And then part of me was thinking, okay, is Noah for real or he's just throwing the L word around?
That's what I thought it was. I thought he was just working that charm, like, being Noah.
Noah doesn't strike me as that. He's just everything is just so in your face, and it is what it is, that I can't imagine that he was like, if it was just a sleeping with you situation or I want to use you, I think he would be totally honest about that, like what he can contribute to that situation and what he would want to get out of it. He just doesn't seem like somebody who has the time to lie about love. I just don't see that. I think he actually truly does care about Jude.
And a great point.
I like that.
Yeah.
Give her that point, girl.
Right?
You better give her that point.
Right?
You might see. I mean, you might get some answers to these questions
Oh, okay.
coming up. Who knows?
Really quick though, I gotta go back to Chris Banks just because I thought it was really funny when they were talking, because when they were having their date and Jude's like, so you're gay. What is gay?
That was my other quote. That was my
Yeah.
other quote. What is gay? Do tell.
To be or not to be?
Too gay or not too gay?
Right.
That is the question.
Right, exactly. So anyways, was there any inspiration behind that character?
No, I've never met someone a closet case in my life. Never.
They don't exist.
Dating in Los Angeles, they're all very open and free. No, that was a really fun character to write, and it was another fun scene to film because you're basically having Noah just bust this guy's ball, like, oh, is Jamie gonna be okay? Yeah, she's gonna be fine. Like, it's just this guy was so arrogant and so pompous. Then Jude's like, "Are you Chris Banks?" Like, I gotta go. Like, it was just so. It was fun.
Aw. I like also too, since we talked about Jamie and then a little bit of Noah, I like that they have this new friendship, because at first I wasn't sure if it was legit, if it was like someone's gonna use somebody, but the fact that Noah offered his keys to her, I was like, oh, that's very sweet.
As the episodes go on, I think that there are people who are watching the show going, what's happened to my original cast? Like, where are they in their lives right now? What's going on? And that's where a lot of the focus is. And I think as the episodes continue, you start to get more of that, the relationships amongst the new characters with each other, and you get a better sense of what they're capable of, what they're not capable of. You just kind of root more into them as it goes on. And I think that friendship is, I like it. I think it's legit. I think.
I like it too. I think it's awesome to see that friendship, just because like both of them in their own way are very ambitious, right? And so like they're both, because even Noah, like he's trying to get his way in there too, but at the same time, Jamie's unfortunately dealing with her homeless situation.
Hashtag
so,
homeless Jamie.
Right, homeless Jamie situation, and so it makes it. It's. I would feel the same way as Noah felt. As far as like, hey man, this is a moment where I can reach out to this young girl. She's very ambitious. She has a chance to really make some noise. He sees it in her. And sometimes people like that just need a little help. And he's a sweet guy. So
yeah,
I get cool. Jamie. I get the people who feel like you said, like she's just doing too much and she doesn't have to. But I mean, it's easily a fault of my own. But if I were going into this amazing opportunity thinking this is something I need, right? And then along comes like Tiana Taylor and she's like doing her move. I'm like, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know if my poker face is that good. Like I'd just watch her dance and be like, like, so,
she's got to go.
And I think that people make mistakes and people sometimes react not so well. I mean, London got, she really took over that first dance, and Jamie was like, oh, elbows her off her and all that. So I mean, it's subtle in the build, but it starts to go there.
Yeah. I do want to talk a little bit about London too, because I felt like there was foreshadowing in another episode as far as her interaction with Derek, and obviously you have that buildup of, is Derek going to get with Jamie? Is he going to get with London? And so it's interesting to see that Jamie's reason for wanting to be Derek is his greatness. And I love that she said that. Like, it's not about the money. It's
That's basic.
yeah.
Right.
And she's not a basic bitch.
No, she's not. I think she's smart. She's ambitious, and obviously she has a heart that she's shown with Noah. And as Jonathan was saying earlier, Derek as a character is very impressive. I mean, you see him on the court battling. You see him struggling with himself and pushing forward and all this stuff. So having someone dedicate themselves and do so well, I mean, that's sexy. If you see someone who's successful, you're like, I'll throw it to you. All right. Let's do it.
I'll throw it back.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I thought
You
there
didn't
was
have to pick a direction, but
I thought that was an interesting inspiration behind her dance, or as far as tying that in and making it like that's the reason why she did it, because she saw him as like a phoenix rising from the ashes and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. But then when all the little sparklers started flying from the ceiling, and she's like, it doesn't hurt, and I was like, oh, okay.
We
Someone's
should
gonna
talk about how much they cost before you call them little sparklers.
Excuse me.
Every take. No.
No, but every take, like, okay, is another take? Is this how much it's going to cost? It's going to
is it like
cost.
turn the light switch off? Turn that switch off.
Right.
Turn it off.
I'm just gonna blow some dust on them. And
There's no craft services that day. We had to get crafty that
Can't
day.
eat. Sorry,
We
I
have
just
some
stepped on your
saltines
point.
and water for you.
Okay, that's okay. No, I was just gonna say, when I saw the sparkle, the very expensive sparkles when they
Yes.
started to fall,
That's right.
when they start to cascade downwards, I was like, oh, something sexy's gonna happen right now.
I was
Okay.
a little nervous. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be smart. I had like kind of like a Michael Jackson Pepsi. Like, wait, isn't that what got
Here's
Michael?
the thing.
And I was like, wait, but he touched it, so it's okay, right?
Here's the thing. Well, yes, if you don't have hairspray
Flammable.
and you go over, but there were so many safety meetings about that. You that's why, I mean, for me, I was like, I'm walking into that room and I'm like, and the sparks are ever and they're dancing, and then safety people are like, okay, James,
Bring it in.
I know we had like 14 girls dance on a pool and we made that happen because you saw it. These girls are going to go up in flames if you just have them be like, wee. I'm like, okay, well, have their under the rigging and the thing bound. I was trying to make that happen so many ways. Like, are you trying to kill these dancers? I'm like, no. So now you see it's behind them. You see Derek doesn't have a lot of hairspray in his long locks.
Yeah.
So we try and protect the cast when we can. When we can.
James, do you have a thing for pyro? Because I think about last week
Okay.
with Noah.
Burnt Noah.
And he was talking about the scene too, and him shooting the scene so many times. He was like, no, it was really hot. So now I'm like, maybe you have a thing with fire.
Yeah.
It's okay if you do. It's all right.
It's so pretty. Does anyone have any matches, Jonathan? Just want to look at it for a little while. Let's strike a match and look.
That's James's favorite emoji is the fire.
It might be the little purple horny guy.
Oh yeah.
Then the fire.
Then the
Wow.
fire.
And then the eek scream. I'm a 12-year-old girl. Anyone who follows me knows. So sorry.
Why don't we talk about the poker game? Because there was a lot going on during that game, and I feel like you found out a lot about people just in general by their just behaviors and stuff like that. And you were saying that was something that it took quite a bit of time to film that, just because you have so many different perspectives going on and stuff like that. But what was your favorite part about that particular scene?
Honestly, it was really just the interaction between everyone. It was like a really fun scene to shoot. Like, even though over the span of like 2 days we shot that scene, it was fun to be able to have everyone at the table, and we all had these lines and we all have these moments to come in and, you know, just counteract each other. And so that was the best part for me, because we had so many moments where we were just cracking up. I remember one time they gave Tiana the wrong cue, and she came in too early when she was coming in hot, you know, and she came in too early, and she started going off, and we still were like, had lines from, and so we all just started laughing on our breath, and she was like, what y'all laughing at? It's just funny. So, I mean, that was the best part, just, you know, everyone being at the table and having fun and just adding things to, you know, to make it a great scene.
Nice. And what about for you guys, hosts? Like, what stood out for
That
you?
was my favorite scene in the episode. Like, everyone that came in, I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And like every bet just kept going up, up, and up. I was like, what else can they bet? Like cars, jobs, like what's left? I don't know. What
Clothes is coming on.
Everyone's naked. Everyone gave up their cars. Who's left?
It was
like,
a really interesting way to intersect
Yes.
all these different
Yes.
storylines
Yes.
and all the wants and needs of
Yes.
these characters
Yes.
and what their motives are, and they're all in this one space. And it was like, I don't know, is this like it's a gamble that they're going to get what they want to get. Am I reading too much into it? Is
No,
that what
no,
you
no,
thought?
no, no. I'm kind of
you see me
having
trying
this
to read
moment.
James' mind?
No. But you see, I'm kind of like, I'm slightly like looking off with like a little smile on my face. 'Cause I'm like, she's totally getting it.
She gets it.
We spend so much time. Oh, she's there. It's. I grew up watching soaps, and when you have those no shows have a bigger cast than a fucking daytime soap opera. Like so, and whenever they would have like those big scenes where it's like, and now it's the ball, because like every podunk small town these shows are like set in somehow have like the ball, and everyone's there, and they all intersect in these great ways. So that was really. Thanks for saying it.
I'm happy I got that because normally things go smooth over my head.
No.
I actually had a note, and I guess this conversation may have happened like right before the poker game, but the conversation, German, I don't know who you were talking to, but you were talking about Eve and the fact that
Derek.
Okay, it was talking to Derek and how it just obviously caught you off guard because she's over here talking about Raquel and you're like, oh, snapcom. So I just bring that up because I was like, oh, is that something? I guess you guys can't answer, but will continue to be a theme that resurfaces in this season?
I don't know, James.
I'm like watching him going, at what point is he going to throw this to me?
Right away.
I will say I would have to be a really, really horrible writer to have the daughter of a woman who was pushed over perhaps by someone else who's on the show and not have them really cross. Like, there's got to be a reason for these two people to exist in this world.
Exactly.
So I think that's definitely something to keep an eye on because.
Okay.
Because
And then really quick, do we have any, I don't want to ignore our co-hosts in the chat room. Anybody have questions or anything?
Hi, co-hosts.
That's what they are.
Say something dirty so we can see it and go, oh,
Elena says, Car Sex Lerman. I guess that's your name. Car Sex and German put together. That's our new hashtag that she came up with. The poker game was full of shade. Hashtag Devil Strip Poker. They're talking about slapping somebody. Did I miss that? This is what they're talking about. So, can y'all clarify for me who's getting slapped? They're just talking.
There's a lot of slapping in the last episode. There's a
There
lot of
was.
ass slapping, all
Great
that
slaps.
stuff.
Yeah.
There's slaps that happen. I mean, listen, this season
Slaps aplenty.
there's one particular one that. I mean, the one between London and Pastor Curtis was phenomenal.
Yes.
My favorite.
Yeah.
There's another one that comes up this season. I don't know what this season I was like. This season gets physical. I mean, we've already had a brawl. We've already had. I mean, it gets physical.
Well, apparently not physical. Someone, Samantha Brown writes, James, you didn't take your shirt off.
Sorry. We want ratings on the show, and so I feel like I don't want like America just like tuning out. I'm here. Let me tie it into the poker game. When I have to walk over and we're like talking with the cast, whatever, and we filmed it like you said for 2 days, I have to continue to walk to this poker table. I've got Brant Antonello with his like body of death. I've got Kendall. I've got Tiana. I've got McKinley. I've got everybody who's like shirt like for 2 days has nothing on. This guy is not going to take his shirt off on the show. So far, although I do return.
Do you?
So maybe I'll do a little shimmy. Maybe I'll have some little skin show for y'all.
Are you
That's
returning
definitely on
with
the gag reel.
matches or an extinguisher?
Or to slap someone.
Or all of it. Who
Or all of the
knows?
above.
Who knows?
of the
I feel like
above.
Pierce has a little bit more use in him.
Yeah. Now, speaking of shimmies, we actually started doing something else on this show.
Segue.
Pierce
Yes.
is his name?
Yeah.
My name is Pierce on the
Pierce,
show.
okay.
Yes. So it's called
That one went right over.
It did. Yep. It did.
That was a perfect setup. You see why he's a writer?
Yeah. So that's why you're gonna go first.
Oh,
Okay, so it's called hashtag Dance Off Pants Off.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to pick like your favorite move or like series of moves that are from the dance of tonight's episode, and you're gonna do a little demo, but in the seated position.
So I think America.
No.
No, but I think America. Well, no, I guess I don't want to take any answers from anyone else. I mean, the booties going back and forth seem to really resonate with people. Where I watched it earlier, it was just like they were living for it. My favorite move in the dance, which I would need someone else to participate with me.
James,
Okay.
she
She's
wants
a great
real,
dancer.
No, I'm a terrible dancer.
I'm actually a terrible dancer too, and
Okay, then we're together.
there's
my
a
partner.
dance. There's a part of the dance where Elena and Taylor Ackerman, they do this thing where, like, in the beginning of the dance, you're like Tayana, and then you're like Ashley and her. Then you come down, and these two are like scissor sisters, where they're like, when it's all happening. I love that so much. I made them like we had to film that. There's something about it. I'm sorry. I mean,
That's
anyway.
okay,
No,
but
you're
you
right.
know,
The beauty
the
of a
thing
woman's
is-
body and then the mirroring image of that. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
But see,
Thanks. I'm saying thank you for putting it in a way that makes me not sound like a creep star.
Oh, yeah, no,
the beautiful bodies of a woman and
but see,
I just thought it was great.
here's the problem with that, though. You gave me a really great description.
Okay.
But the whole point of the hashtag is for you to do a demonstration.
Damn it! I fucked up the game.
Yeah.
The demonstration is and then they turn to the camera and go, "What's up?" There you go.
What's up?
And that was the song, the deedly doo.
Oh, was it? Oh, P.S. I really like the song.
Apache is so good. I heard that song. The way that I choose songs is I get just a ton of them. I listen. This one just stuck, and I was like, I need to find a dance for it. I love that song. Lots of banging and like the moaning. It's so good.
What about you, Felicia?
I'm gonna go with a good old hair flip. Okay, because they always do that every episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's my move.
That's your move. What about you, DeShaude?
My favorite would have to be when London climbed up to the hoop and just did a little.
No, put your legs up
that
like
was
she did it.
mine.
Okay.
Oh, it's
okay.
happening,
Do
people.
it. Okay. There you go.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Upside down. No,
stretch.
you gotta go like that way.
It's not my neck.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
We got
You
it.
know, and it's just funny is because when I was watching this dance, every time there was a good moment, I'm like, ooh, that one's gonna be my move. Oh no, the other one. And then by the time I got to the end, I was like, what was that move 4 moves ago that I was like gonna do? And I have no idea. And then DeShaude and I were like, we're just gonna do like a roll off of just like
Oh, the
heads
ripple.
or like one of these. I have no idea. I was like, because I'm not gonna stand up in this chair and like wiggle my butt.
But
just, like,
can we
at you.
point out that you're literally dressed like one of them in this dance?
And that was so not on purpose. I was like,
Oh,
I just
no.
want to look fierce today,
Oh yeah, they
guys.
were saying that you look good in the live chat. You were talking. I
Oh.
didn't interrupt you. But they were like, you
Oh.
look super good. They
Thank
love
you.
your top.
Thank you.
Isn't it really
girl.
cute?
Thanks. I haven't forgot about you. You're on the couch and you have so much space.
So much space.
I mean, you can like do the little no, don't do that.
Fellow
You can
devil
do the
girls.
thing when they
If you
hump
do-
the ground
Go
and
ahead.
turn her
Yeah, I was gonna
lips.
say,
You
if
can
you
get on the
face down on the
couch.
couch
Yeah,
and then you do
just
the
like
ass
do
back
a
and
little
forth.
Boom.
So I was gonna say the same thing my man said,
no.
which
Oh, so
was
you can get upside
Tayana
down. Go ahead.
on the rim. That was nice, and then she came down and the ass. It was nice.
She came down. The ass was on beat.
It was
Did
just
anybody
like
see that?
Cheekage. It was nice.
It just clapped like
It was
that.
good. It was good.
Hashtag cheekage.
I like it.
Hashtag.
I like it. Cool. All right. So we're gonna get into just if anybody has any little questions. They're not little, good questions.
Yeah.
For our special guest, let's go for it. So you can either start in the room
Send 'em
or if
in.
you have a question specifically.
I will start. My question is for James. And Jonathan, because you both are on the show and have been on since like day one. Do you guys see any similarities between Jamie and Kyle? Because I kind of feel like Jamie came in and she reminds me of Kyle season 1 of her wanting more, being super ambitious, except her motivation is greatness and not money. So that's the difference between those two. But I kind of feel like they really fell in line, especially when they connected on that very first, at the audition, like she kind of sucked right up to her. Like they do similar things.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is in my mind I kind of went off a little bit off something else that you said, which was like a little bit of a clarification, but there is definitely something. I mean, Jamie says in her first scene, "I'm a hustler, just like you." So definitely the drive and the shameless kind of like, how do I make this happen? I think that Jamie appreciates greatness in Derek and greatness in general, but for Jamie, I don't know if greatness is what she's aspiring to so much as being seen. I think as a character, you learn about a little bit of her backstory in this episode in terms of like her father being a drug dealer and like her
mom being
mom
an addict.
being his best customer. She's living in a car. She has to do everything for herself. I think that she is someone who has felt very invisible in her life and uncared for. And the idea of seeing herself on a Times Square billboard, I think it's it's attention, but it comes from a place of
Like she wants
pain.
validation.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's kind of like, I want to be seen. I want people to know me. I want them to,
That validation.
it's about love. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of love in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she just wants the love of the people.
Right.
And whether you can get that or not is a whole other conversation. Sometimes
Now
people's
London's in
goals
her
are
way.
misguided. Well, exactly. So now you have London, who's like, I'm already of the people, like they know me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the threat there. She can appreciate greatness, but I don't know that that's exactly what her, because she'd be the American ballet. Like she'd be doing maybe something a little, like if she's like, I need precision, I need this, but there's fame involved in this, and it's
Right.
very deep rooted for her.
Right. What are
Was
you
that too deep?
DeShaude? No.
No,
it's
that's
okay.
perfect.
True.
My question is for Jonathan.
Yeah.
From last season to this season, and you can't give away too much detail because we're only 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
But compared last season to this season, what was your favorite moment to play as an actor from these 2 seasons?
Yeah, it's hard to compare it because we haven't really gotten to.
We'll take exclusives.
Everything,
We'll fast
everything that you're
forward.
gonna see this season. But you know, I will just say that that I have enjoyed doing certain things from both seasons. Season 3, I really enjoyed kind of like being tormented and going through all these different things because it was new for German because he's always been in such a great, cool place, and he's a great guy and he's a great supporting boyfriend, and then for this tragic thing to, occur, and then he has to go through it, that was in itself so much fun as an actor because you never get so much to play with, and it just gave me such a great storyline, and then I was really excited to see what's next to come for season 4 because after going through that, it's like, what's next? Can he continue to be tormented, or can this guy make it out and get some sunshine?
Right.
But this season he does, and without giving anything away, this season you're gonna see German in a different light, and there's a lot of great things, and James knows that I have not had the chance to do before that I have this season, and yeah,
German's gonna strip.
yeah. It's so silly. It's gonna get hashtag emoji fire. No, it's great though. It's both seasons. I've had some great moments.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's been the common theme that we've talked about in all the episodes is the arc that each character has, because each character just has such an amazing arc, and the way that everyone is able to pull it off with so many characters, but yet have such an in-depth arc and still pull it off. This episode was so much, but it still worked. We weren't wait, I didn't get it, or it was so much and we got it, and just to be able to pull that off and give everybody such an amazing story and backstory, I love it.
This is where I throw it to the our writing team. I think that I call them our twisted sisters. It's all ladies and myself. But everyone is hyper invested, and everyone. I mean, Sarah Fahey's been around since day 2. Holly Henderson, our co-EP, has been around since the first episode of the 2nd season. Kristen Saber was around since day 2 as well. This is and then Carla Waddles, but they're so invested in the story. You may find when new writers come along or new regimes and stuff, they don't quite get it, and they don't have the history, they don't have all that stuff. But the women who write on the show are so stupid for German. They're so stupid for Derek and for Jude and for they're ooh, and they can, so they make all that possible.
Yeah. I actually have a question for you. I know in the past we talked about the fact that the original cast, when you came up with the names, outside of German, a lot of them were inspired by tennis players because of your history with Tennis Channel and all the vlogging you used to do.
Yes.
So with these new characters, when they came along, you have London, you have Jamie, Court, etc. What were those names inspired by? Tennis as well, or just?
No. I feel like I've gotten, and people have picked up on this online, I've gotten a little bit more biblical. I mean, between Noah and Eve, and fun fact is actually, so Charlotte Ross, who played Olivia, one of her most famous characters on Days of Our Lives was Eve. I mean, that was kind of an homage to that. London, it's just, I love the city. How's that?
That works.
And actually, when I was talking to Tiana about the role, I'm like, okay, blah, 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 in London, blah, 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 London. She didn't get the fact that her character was named London because her assistant is named London. She thought I was like talking about her assistant constantly. And she's like, what? Who? What? And I was like, no, honey, that's you. Oh, this is great. So, and yeah, I mean, Jamie is not far from my name. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's more, the first go around was more tennis, and this one's more Bible.
Okay. Okay.
Amen.
You know, and I amen. You sparked curiosity with me. So I remember reading the news as far as the new characters coming in and when Tiana got cast. I was like, oh, okay. And of course, like I knew her from the Drake video, and everybody else has their own.
Kanye, yes.
Yeah, Kanye, sorry. So,
That's okay.
You know what it is? She had a line where she said that she knew Drake or something.
Jamie says that to her, like, you know everyone. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna shut up because I got my facts wrong. So we're just gonna go back to
keep going. No, you were curious.
You gotta switch iPads. I think you got the notes.
Right.
No, but what's the question?
So was this something where after you wrote it, you're like, this person would be great for it, let's call her in? Mm-hmm. Did she even have to audition? Or like, how did you go about the process of deciding who this person was going to be?
Tiana specifically? Mm-hmm. I knew who the character was. I was writing the character. I couldn't bank on the fact that Tiana would do it. But as I'm writing the character, I'm like, she'd be so good for this role. Mm-hmm. And then when I met Tiana and sort of talked to her about the part, and I was saying, she's kind of like our Scarlet Letter character. She's like Hester Prynne. She's, has survived this like scandal. She's trying to like, get her power back and her strength. And she was like, that's me. I'm this girl. I'm like, it was really just like, sign me up. Like she felt the character so much, which is great. And you really do see, again, we keep saying like you see later in the season, but there are certain things that she clearly clicks with, and there are certain scenes where you're like, oh, like I get, like you see where she's got her hooks into the part. So
interesting. Okay, cool. So let's get into, because I always have fun pictures and videos. We're gonna do some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Y'all know I'm just a big stalker. I go online, I find pictures, and then I just talk about them. So we're gonna do that really quick. We're gonna start with James first, and then I've got some fun stuff with you too.
I'm nervous.
Yes. Okay, so the first thing, because we talked about tennis and that how you have a history in that, so of course I have to find like a little clip so everybody else could see.
Oh, it's a clip. Oh, is it a clip of me
from
playing tennis?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
So
hey, look, you get some chi-chis. I'm shirtless there.
Hey.
Okay, good.
I could foresee in the future. I don't know if we can
Does
get
it
that
move?
to
Oh, it
does
moves. This is what age looks like in motion.
Anyways, for those of you who are listening on iTunes, we have a lovely shirtless video of James LaRosa playing tennis.
Like leaping like a gazelle.
There was actually at one moment I was actually watching that, and there was like a nice little star pose in there.
When you're
like,
6'3", you can cover a court. And actually, my favorite shot is that buggy whip around over the forehead. I love Lindsay Davenport, and she has this like follow through that's overhead, and Nadal has it as well. Rafa. Oh, I love it. Anyway, I wouldn't. Anyway, look.
You look great.
Thanks.
I couldn't do that, so
me neither. I'm like, oh, there goes the ball. All right, so then we have pictures. So I like to do TBT. It's Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the show doesn't come on Thursday, so we just throw it back on Tuesday. So I found some fun little pictures of you. I'm like, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look at James.
Actual smoke ring. You could smoke in front of a child back when that photo was taken.
And a perfect O, though.
And everyone thought it was fine. It was a pipe, and it was like, everyone thought it was, isn't that adorable? I'm like, that's cancer, but okay. It'd be cute.
Okay, and our next picture. And then I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness.
That is my sister Alicia, and there's a 15-year age difference, and she was my assistant this year on Hit the Floor.
Really?
I hired her. Nepotism. She's fantastic, and that is actual margarita in her glass. I don't know that she's drinking it. She might have smelt it at least, but we just thought that's what my family is like. We think it's funny to be like, it was a humid day. I know she looks drunk, but we're like, let's do that. And that was also when I had a goatee. And look at the sideburns on that are ridiculous. That's like 90210 sideburns.
Oh, I was going to say 1970s porn, but 90210 works.
I actually think 70s porn is sexier,
so
depending on the porn star. So we'll just say sure.
Okay, cool. Next picture. And then this
Oh my
is a
gosh.
throwback because I read the caption. It says, the first day of filming Bounce.
Aww.
I was like, oh.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah.
Look at the glow up. Look at that face. That's like a big, round, hairless face.
I'm loving the longer hair on you, though.
It gets real curly real fast.
I know,
Like it gets like an
curls are
Annie
popping.
wig. It's like, okay.
Speaking of, let's go to our next picture.
Jesus. Do you know, I have to tell you, it was like 3 days ago where I was kind of going through the pictures and I'm like, is this where I should start deleting some? I lingered over this picture and I was like, should I delete this? I was like, James, don't go back and delete these things. I should have gone back and look at this.
Got him.
That is mess. Go back to me shirtless.
Got him.
All right, so that's James. We're gonna TBT with
Thanks,
Jonathan.
Funny.
Look at this little guy.
Oh my gosh, you look like you did a
you
Harlem
guys
Shake so
find
good in this
these?
picture. You look like you was Harlem Shaking
That
for
was
your
actually
life.
right after I Harlem Shaked. Backstage, they called me.
Oh my goodness, so
God.
cute.
That's funny.
And then there's another one. where I was
Yes, hair.
like, look
Yes,
at him.
hair.
Wow, the curls.
And the big old studs.
So as you can tell, I really am German. This is German before he met Ahsha.
Oh my
As
God.
you can tell.
How could she not throw herself at
Right.
that?
Right.
Come on now.
And then we have another picture.
That's Coach. Oh,
And then,
wow.
of course, album cover.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I'm going to
So
iTunes
I
right
gotta
now.
ask you. I'm gonna
That's
get.
Jonathan 2.0. You're not ready for that. Swag.
We actually, we have a video queued up too.
Oh my gosh, you guys did the most.
We
today.
really did. But
And it's James playing tennis.
let's go ahead and hit play.
Wow.
Take you back down memory lane.
You guys are hilarious.
Rock with me now. Dance with
Oh my
me
God,
now.
I'm dying.
Hey.
I'm Harlem Shaking, I told you.
The party pack from the front to the back. We gon' tear the roof off.
This is the tape that got me casted on Hit the Floor. James was like, you are fucking awesome. You're hired.
Look at you.
I didn't even audition. I was like, yo, James, you gotta check out my video, man. Once you check out my video, let me know if I'm good.
How big is your hat though? That's adorable.
That is hilarious.
Oh my.
So I gotta ask you. I'm gonna change the tone a little bit though,
But
and
can't
go.
we just watch this forever?
No,
cute.
moving on.
I'm getting my life with this video.
That is funny.
I want to ask him a little deep on you, Jonathan.
okay.
Okay, because I have memory.
You deep.
You were the first Hit the Floor person that I actually interviewed.
Oh,
It's season 1, episode 2. But anyway, so I know prior to you doing show business, before that, you come from a past, and I'll let you explain if you want to explain or not go there. But I know that you didn't have as much coming up. So what was it like going from that position in life to all of a sudden fame and like being in videos and having like the jewelry and the this and the that?
Well, it's one of the things that like still to this day when I think about it, it's really surreal. Like that moment, looking back at that video, right? Like 6 months prior to that, like I was living in a homeless shelter. Like me and my mom, we were like outside churches for like free food and everything. And then I got a record deal, and then my whole life changed, and now I'm shooting music videos that cost $1 million, and it's just it was surreal. And it's like now, like I said, sitting back and thinking about it, this was like such a long time ago, but I'm constantly reminded and I'm constantly humbled by my past, because no matter where I go, no matter what I do, I'm always reminded of where I come from, you know, my journey, how long it took for me to get to where I am. I mean, still to this day, when we were filming the first 3 seasons, we used to film at Paramount, and I would literally pass on Sunset Boulevard the same church that we would stand out front of and get free food. And so going to work every day on set, you know, having this great blessing that's in my life, I'm constantly reminded of like where I came from to get to that. And so there's always little things that constantly, you know, come at me and remind me of those moments. And I think without it, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It's really been an amazing journey for me to get to where I am, and I appreciate it so much more. And I feel like it's just one of those things where it's a part of the inspiration that I'm here to continue to give back.
Cool. Well,
That's
thank you.
amazing.
Yeah, thank
That's
you for
funny.
sharing that
Oh, thank you.
intimate story.
Right? You gonna make me cry.
Then if you want to cry, just put on the Harlem Shake again.
Oh,
You'll just think you're like tears of laughter.
Just because you said that, I'm about to Harlem Shake tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you.
That could have been your move.
Right?
True.
Do you still have it? Do you still have the shoulders?
Can you?
Come on.
Do it. Peer pressure, no?
Can we bring up the track again?
Jackson's like, ratings. Don't Harlem Shake. I don't know, German. Next season, what's going on? Harlem Shake, what we doing?
It's like he actually has like a two-step now. He has a swag. He doesn't dance. He has
That's
two
what I'm
steps.
saying. I think right after Lionel left the car, he kind of low. You know what I'm saying? Like, got the biz. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hope there's a season 5 for German.
Oh, there will be, please.
Snap.
Stop playing because they're asking it.
Snap.
Erica, I will ask your question. Is German gonna fall in love?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he's gonna fall.
He might fall.
I cannot say if he will fall or fall in love. I can say he's living a incredibly successful, incredibly messy life right now.
Oh.
We'll take that.
Okay.
I will take it.
I'll take that.
Erica, you have to take it.
He's
Yeah.
single and popping.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you guys, I had an amazing time. Thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
time out of your
Of
busy
course, of
schedules,
course.
hanging out with us, and of course, you guys who joined us in the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We always enjoy seeing all your comments. I know these guys always read them, so your voice is heard.
Definitely. We
Just
love
saying.
you guys.
Just saying. Yeah. so thank you guys. Thank you guys, hosts, for being awesome.
course.
And be sure to follow all of us individually on social media. I'm Alikona Bradford, at yours truly, Alikona with little underscores in between.
I'm at DeShaude on all social media platforms.
Ooh, this is the part where we give our social.
Yes,
James
it is.
LaRosa. It's boring.
You can find me on Instagram at It's Felicia Michelle, and I'm trying out this Twitter thing at @1 hates fee.
Wait, now you're getting into Twitter?
Listen, I had a Twitter, I had to
Over
delete it.
her
Listen, no, I had a Twitter and it had to
Over
go.
her
About to
I
jump
would
on
have never got a
MySpace real
job.
quick.
Top 8.
No, my old
Top 8.
Twitter would have had me unemployed forever.
Oh,
So y'all
okay.
can check me out on my Black Planet.
No, it's my MySpace.
Instagram _ Jonathan McDaniel. Check your boy out.
Yeah, all right. And of course, you guys, again, one more time, thank you so much. Join us next week. We're going to keep the guests coming. And of course, all the fun times. So we'll see you then. Goodbye. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.